All right, Aries, let's do your reading for April 2024. We're going to start with whatever happened in the past that is still affecting your situation and your energy. Then we're going to move on to your current energy, which is something that's probably obvious to you, but maybe not necessarily. Maybe it's something energetic that you are unaware of. Another reason why I do the past and present is for you to be able to tell whether or not this reading is for you. Then we're going to move on to the most possible future outcome. And the reason I say the most possible future outcome is because I don't believe that things are set in stone. It's very important in my readings as well. I think that energy shifts and changes depending on a number of factors, our energy, decisions, thoughts, intentions, our actions. There is a lot of things that influence our future, but we can do it. For this very reason, I will also give you a few possible courses of action to inspire you and give you some ideas how you can proceed if you want to change the outcome. But please remember that these are not all the options that you have, it's just some inspiration. Okay, Aries, so first let me pull some cards for the past. And again, it's something that happened that's still affecting you, whether or not you are aware of it. Okay, Aries, so it's quite clear to me that what's still influencing your current energy and your situation right now is an ending from the past where things seemingly ended and you seemingly moved forward. We have the World and the Chariot both upright. It could be the end of a relationship, of a job, or a certain chapter in your life. It's going to depend on your personal situation, especially since it's a general reading. I have to give a few interpretations. So it could be anything for you, but it's a situation where a very important chapter closed, ended, and you seemingly moved forward with the Chariot. However, an important aspect of the Chariot is that it's kind of pulled into opposite directions, and it's up to you to kind of decide which direction you want to go, and this is where things can really start moving forward. Otherwise, you are stuck in between two opposing ideas, decisions. And I think that despite the fact that the chapter ended, a relationship, a job, or maybe a passion project of yours, something ended and you seemingly moved forward, but you are still stuck in the past with Six of Cups, maybe emotionally or subconsciously, and with King of Wands reversed, didn't really have the courage or, most importantly, belief in yourself and your strength to really be able to truly move forward. So there is this nostalgic energy here, ruminating, feeling a bit stuck, at least emotionally, in the past. With Four of Wands reversed, could be two things. Either that you were unhappy with where your life was going in this new chapter, but also perhaps realizing that the reason why you had to start a new one was because there was no happiness previously as well. So a lot of inner dialogue, trying to understand and wrap your head around how you feel about this situation, but certainly not being fully over whatever happened. With Ace of Wands upright, certainly there came a time, a moment where you felt the need to start something new, because perhaps, like I said with this Chariot here, you weren't making any decisions and not really moving anywhere because of your inability to make a decision. However, with Five of Wands reversed, I think that there is this energy of trying to avoid conflict. It could be trying to avoid conflict in terms of feeling the need to have a final conversation, clear the air with someone, and being anxious that if you do kind of try to take the initiative to do it, it's going to end up in conflict. But it could also be trying to avoid internal conflict. So you are so torn. I have this energy of, I get this energy here of being completely torn between two opposing decisions, but also feeling like you want to move forward, but also not really feeling ready to face all the difficult feelings surrounding this situation and surrounding the fact that you would have to kind of go through the emotional process of really closing the door behind you with this Five of Wands reversed. So for some reason, these cards appeared in your past energy, which means that they are still influencing you somehow. So let's see what your energy is like right now. Yeah. Honestly, I think it's ongoing. We have Three of Wands reversed, so not really knowing what to do, not really seeing or having inspiration in terms of what you want to create in the future, how you want your life to look in the future. No inspiration, no ideas how to proceed, so it's hard for you to make a decision because perhaps you are still stuck in the past, or you just do not know what you want. With Ace of Cups reversed, kind of feeling perhaps even a bit depressed, I think, because Ace of Cups reversed would be a card where you're not really experiencing any major emotions, and it may have to do with the fact that you are kind of trying to block them in the past in order not to feel the pain of the ending that you are not really ready for. And the thing about repressing emotions, a natural thing that happens next with the High Priestess reversed, so it makes sense that she appeared here reversed, is that if we don't allow ourselves to feel certain emotions and we try to block them and run away from them, our intuition gets blocked as well. So perhaps you would be able to intuitively know how to proceed and what you want to create, and how to unblock this Three of Wands energy that we had at the beginning here. But the intuition is blocked because you are also kind of detached and removed from your true emotions. But with strength, strength here will mean two things really in this context. First of all, it will mean that you will find strength to face the difficult emotions that you are trying to avoid, and it's probably going to unlock the gates, and I think it's going to unlock your potential to create a better future for yourself. But also strength would be having compassion for yourself. Strength could indicate compassion in certain spreads and certain situations, and I think that here it's you understanding that you have to give yourself compassion for whatever happened, and for the difficult emotions that you now finally have to face and feel in order to, like I said, unlock your intuition and be able to know and decide how to move forward. So there is positive change here, but I think it's like the initial stage. So let's see how the situation, the energy shifts when you are finally able to do so. Yeah, and here we have Two of Coins upright, first card that popped out in this most possible future outcome part of the reading. So I think that the moment you find the courage and compassion for yourself to face difficult emotions, you will be able and ready to make a decision. But hold on, I still have to pull more cards to clarify it. Okay, so I think that it's still going to be a bit of a process because you have this understanding that a decision has to be made. At the same time, you may not be quite sure still what to do next, and you may not instantly feel ready to just move forward with a decision one way or another, because we have Justice reversed and Judgment reversed, which means that changes won't appear overnight for you. However, after this bit of a process, bit of a struggle here, we have the Magician, which is amazing. It's my favorite card of the deck. The Magician has all the tools and power to manifest and create whatever he desires in the future. So you may feel stuck for a bit, but you will embody and channel this Magician energy at some point. Again, Page of Coins reversed. There's going to be a lot of internal struggle. You may have better days and worse days. I think it has to do with the process of emotional healing from whatever happened to you in the past. The Lovers upright, this is interesting because for some of you it will certainly mean that you will have opportunities in terms of your love life, for sure, because we also have this Nine of Coins upright, which is a card of independence and beauty. And I think that once you channel this magician energy, you're going to start embodying this Nine of Coins energy, and people will start to notice the change in you and the shift in your energy. I think that you're going to appear more powerful and more, like I said, self-sufficient, independent, beautiful. And as soon as people start to realize it, they are being like magnetically and energetically pulled towards you. So the Lovers upright here would suggest that there will be opportunities for you for sure. But the Lovers is another card that in certain situations can suggest the necessity to make a certain decision. So this whole reading is about decisions for you, Aries, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. I think that things can really start improving and shifting for you once you are able to decide which way to go, pretty much. So it's throughout this entire main part of the reading, it's the main theme here, it's the most important theme. And in the next part of the reading, which is individual courses of action, we will explore how different decisions that you make are going to affect your future, so that you have an idea how to proceed. But like I said before, it's certainly not the only options that you have. It's just some inspiration for you. I think ultimately you're going to have to be the one to make the final choice. With Temperance upright, I think that you're going to finally be able to find harmony within yourself, this emotional balance that's going to allow for you to make the right choice. And with the Emperor upright as the last card that I pulled for your overview here, it's the card of being in control. I always see it as kind of being like the ruler of your bubble of reality or your small kingdom that you have. So being in charge, being in control, having everything under control, and not having to worry about the future anymore. So it is a very and having made the right choices and the right decisions. So I think it's a very promising outcome. I'm quite so far disappointed, I would say, that we do not have any specific storylines here, because I like to explore perhaps out of curiosity, a very specific storylines that people experience and how they're going to develop in the future. But I think this reading is so open because it's going to differ very drastically from person to person, but the main theme seems to be the same. So anyway, let's explore a few different options for the future. I think I'm going to take another deck. So first course of action for Aries for April 2024. Yeah, so there is something that some of you wanted to do, and it very well may be something creative, or something that has to do with like a business idea, not necessarily, but certainly something that you feel very passionate about. Could also be another person that you maybe were interested in the past, maybe even a long time ago, that you felt quite passionate, a lot of passion for this person. So again, fiery energy of wands could mean anything really, but it's something that is quite deeply tied to the situation that you experienced in the past, because we have the world reversed here, which means that whatever chapter you closed in the past, when it was still ongoing, it was impossible for you, for some reason, to embark on this journey that this Page of Wands is embarking on. So perhaps you were working a job that didn't give you the time and financial freedom to pursue your dream of like an artistic career or a business idea that you had. That would be one thing. Or you were in an unhappy relationship that you were very focused on repairing despite all the hurt that it caused you. So there was someone that you were feeling passionate about, but you were kind of blocking your feelings, obviously, because you were with someone else. So there is something that is tied with the situation from the past. And now you are finally able to move on and actually embark on this journey of this Page of Wands. And the result here is amazing. We have Three of Cups upright, we have King of Wands and Judgment. So it's going to be successful because now is the right time. It wasn't the right time before, but now you actually can, you are able to do it. It's the right timing. And we have celebration, we have victory, we have reasons to celebrate. You feeling very powerful with this King of Wands, and Judgment would be very sudden changes, but also sudden success. So I think this is a very important piece of information, because maybe even some of you are not currently aware or do not even remember or pay attention to the fact that there is like a dream or something that you were passionate about in the past that got buried because of the circumstances that you are in, that perhaps now is the perfect time to revive it and give it a shot. So quite happy to see this course of action, because I think it does give you an idea, an option how to proceed. But let's take a look at the second course of action. Yeah, this is also quite clear to me. I think that for a lot of you there will be communication with the person from the past that was involved in the situation that we've been discussing throughout this entire reading. Knight of Swords upright would suggest so. It is information, communication, something coming very swiftly with a lot of... someone really cares about delivering this message. So maybe someone is worried that they're going to lose you because they start realizing and noticing the changes that you made. Remember that we saw this Nine of Pentacles at the end of the overview, which suggested that people are going to start noticing the change, like an internal shift within you. And it's confirmed here with this Nine of Pentacles reverse, but I'm going to discuss it in a moment. So for some of you, again, it could be like an ex-partner reaching out because they are afraid they're finally going to like lose you forever. Maybe they were aware of the fact that you couldn't really put them in the past and close the door and close the chapter. And now they are beginning to realize that you are beginning to feel ready to do so. And now they're feeling anxious, they don't want to lose you, so suddenly they are reaching out. Certainly a person from the past. We have Six of Cups here as well. I think that, well, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do, and I think that the cards are also not really giving like a final advice because it's always personal. However, with this Eight of Pentacles here, there is this suggestion that you may want to take things slow, not really jump into any conclusions, decisions. Two of Swords, making careful, really thought through decisions, because this whole situation, this communication, if you choose to communicate with this person, can really ruin this whole process of inner work that you are undergoing. We have the Emperor reversed and we have Nine of Pentacles reversed. So the energies that we had at the end of your reading, we also had the Emperor as the last card in your overview, and the last card that you are kind of embodying, extremely powerful energy of being in control over your life and circumstances. Both of these cards that we had at the end of your overview are suddenly reversed here. So you cannot embody these energies of self-sufficiency, independence, beauty, because this communication, if you choose to accept it, is going to kind of affect you so deeply on an emotional level that it's going to affect your self-esteem and the feeling of control, kind of take it away from you. So I think that, again, this entire reading is about something or someone that you cared so deeply about, and you've been going through this entire long process of trying to move on, but if there is a roadblock, it can just like seriously delay everything, and I do not think that it's in your best interest right now. But ultimately it's going to be your personal decision, so it's just a suggestion from the cards. And let's move on to the third course of action, and this is going to be the last one. Yeah. We have 10 of Pentacles. So this is in the cards for you as an option for the future, as a possibility. If you want wealth, commitment, having your wishes fulfilled, feeling safe, and building something beautiful and stable, alone or with someone else, it's going to depend on you. It is possible, but you first have to remove yourself from the feelings that your current situation and the situation from the past, most importantly, made you feel. We have this 8 of Swords reversed, so you have to get unstuck, remove yourself from something. And with 4 of Cups reversed, not accept an offer that's coming your way. So I'm sure that for a lot of you, it's going to be an ex, or maybe like an ex-boss, or again, like someone that was involved heavily in a situation from the past that was just like not serving your best interest, but you care deeply about it. So if you want to create this stable environment, amazing card, by the way, 10 of Pentacles, in terms of money, in terms of commitment with another person. I think that you're going to have to communicate with 6 of Pentacles. There is help. There is offers, opportunities from the outside, completely removed from your past. And if you choose to take them, I think that you're going to find yourself very emotionally engaged in it with Queen of Cups. So whatever you felt in the past for the person from the past, or for the job, whatever your circumstances were, because we had the Queen of Cups in the past, in your past as well. I think there's a possibility you're going to feel it again, but for a new person, for a new situation. And ultimately with 6 of Wands, you're going to be victorious. So I think that this reading is quite clear. I think that the message is quite straightforward. You've come a long way, and it's been a long process for you to forget about something, to close the door behind someone or something, and to move on. It's still ongoing, but I think in the nearest future you're going to find a lot of courage to finally be able to do so. But there will be roadblocks, there will be distractions, and I think it's up to you to find this, again, strength and self-compassion to ignore them, even though it may be very difficult, having faith that there is something better around the corner. All right, Aries, so I hope that it made sense. I want to do some readings where I will be exploring more like more specific situations. So something for singles, something for people who are currently committed in committed relationships, and maybe they need some guidance there. So we will see, but first I have to upload all the main readings. So this is just anything that comes out, like in the case of this reading. Anyway, we will see. I hope I will see you soon, as soon as possible, really. And yeah, I'm wishing you all the best, and see you soon.